then there's another story. This is an everything problem. Has anyone got an everything problem? An everything problem. Business, finance, and health. This is my friend Nathan. Nathan, last year we connected, and in about August, September, he left his country, which is Canada, came to Northern California where we live, and he's starting a business. About 3 months into it, he gets flown to the ER because he's got some blood clots. In the process of that, they find out that he has got bone cancer. He's in his late 30s. He's starting this business, and now he's got bone cancer. They tell him, your blood is 42% mutated things. So that's the level of the cancer. Number 2, you've got to be on blood thinners every single day for the rest of your life, and on chemotherapy injections every 2 weeks, self-administered. The best thing you can do is get yourself as fit as you can and stay as healthy as you can, and let's just hope for the best. But the best that we can expect for the first 12 months is that that level of blood stays 42% plus or minus 2%. The same time as that, he's trying to build this business that is like an online travel company. And he's having challenges with his developers in India. He's having challenges. And then the third level, personally, they've used up their money. So they're down to not much left. Nathan, man, he's my hero. In the middle of that, he is feeding himself with stories of others that have overcome crazy, ridiculous challenges. We are feeding him with stories of people who have overcome cancer, where God has come in and engaged and seen miracles, or whether they've done things and there's miracles through the hand of a surgeon or a medication or whatever it is. We're feeding him those. He comes with me on a business trip in April, May of this year in Colorado. It's a business conference. I'm the speaker along with all of these amazing people. It's a phenomenal trip. And Nathan is just part of my team that we're just going to learn. On the third day of that event, nobody knows his story, but one of the other speakers walks up to him and says, "Hey, Nathan, on the first day of this event, I just felt inspired and prompted that I'm supposed to give you this." Pulls a check out of his pocket and hands him a check for $10,000. I'm thinking, what? I'm the speaker and I don't even get that. I'm going to be the volunteer for myself next time. That was number 1. Number 2, he did that business school with us, and he heard the story of these presenters, instructors who are world-class business people saying, go for the best, aim high. Don't hesitate to find the best people in your industry to be on your board, to be on your advisory team, because that gives you access and influence that you didn't have otherwise. He thinks that's a really good story. For me to pitch my business, I need to have someone like that on my board. So because of that story, he goes on to LinkedIn and finds the number 1 company in the travel business and just messages the CEO. What have you got to lose? Couple days later, he gets an email back from the CEO of that company saying, "Thank you so much. I'd love to be involved, but it would be a conflict of interest." Of course. He's pumped by the fact that I got a response. I'm like a no-name, nothing, no business. I get response from number 1 company in the world. He Googles who is the number 1 person advisor in the travel industry. And he reaches out to that person, and that person says, "Yes, I will be on your board." How much credibility does that add? But not only that, last month, Nathan's been doing everything he can physically, health-wise, eating-wise. He's been running triathlons, getting himself as fit as possible. We've been praying like crazy for him. And we've been feeding with these stories of overcoming cancer and disease. Last month, he goes back and gets retested. They retest his blood that was 42% mutated genes, mutated whatevers. So the best that we can expect is plus or minus 2% for the year. He comes back 8%. 8%. Now, you and I know that's not zero, but now the specialists are saying, this is impossible what you're experiencing. Perhaps now we can aim for zero. And I say, yeah.